Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And on this episode, we're going to continue where we left off. Now you can see that all my dwarves are completely full life now, except for the ones that may have fallen here and there while the other ones slept. The last one just finished sleeping. I was going to catch him on camera waking up, but I guess he got out of bed before I got up here, so yeah, just a split second too late on that one. But yeah, we just finished. Haven't really done all that much. I put a few little tasks down here for them to do in the meantime for the ones that have woken up. I didn't want going downstairs and doing something, so I gave them just a few little things to do that they would get through rather quickly, and then we could go back down there and kill that dragon off, because I definitely want to do that. So what we are going to do is put a portal down here so they can get here a little bit easier, just like we did last time, and then we're going to come over here and wipe the floor with this guy. I think we should be able to do this fairly easy if I can click on this guy. Come on, let me click on him. Holy crap, they need an attack button for sure. I don't know how many times I've done this where I try clicking on the enemy and I end up clicking on everything around him before I actually finally get him. And then when I finally do get him, I'm so used to just randomly clicking on the blocks around him that I'll click on him again, and then I'll go through the entire process all over again, just exactly what I just did there. There we go. Come on, if all of my guys can get over here, they should have no problem. If they show up one at a time, that's when you start running into issues. Oh yes, come on, kill him. Reload! Reload! I can't wait to see what the rounds look like for the steel balls or whatever. Maybe they have the same illusion? I hope they don't. I hope they have a different illusion. Oh, look at this. This guy can get him over here. Oh, just stay right there, dude. Just do that. Don't move him. Oh, no. I like that. Look, it's actually going around the corner of that. It's curving a little bit. Oh, that is kind of cool. I've never seen that happen. The arrows will get stuck in there, and the bullets will get stuck. So it's nice to have a little bit of everything there. Wow, he's really fighting back. He's going to, like, berserker mode here. Kill him! Oh, it's going to be our first dragon kill, guys. Oh, my God. We are dragon slayers now. What did he drop? That looks like steel armor. That's going to be an improvement. It's not mithril, but hey, you know, I am not going to complain on that one. That is definitely something, you know, I will take. I'll take it, and I'll be very happy about it. Now, the question here is, do we get rid of the statue, or do we get rid of any of this stuff? I'm going to actually leave it here for the episode and see if it spawns another dragon, because if we can turn this into a dragon farm and every so often come in here and kill a dragon, that's going to be awesome. But I don't know if that's how it works. For all I know, this could just be gold that I'm leaving, and it's just kind of, you know, not the best thing. Like, if it's there, you might as well loot it. It may be something along those lines, but we'll see. I'd rather, you know, wait and make sure than to go ahead and loot it and find out later on that, oh, you know, if I had just kept it, I could have gotten so much more. Because I've done that before, right? Act very quickly when I find something, and then I go back and I'm like, you know what? If I had just left it there, I might have, you know, worked out better for me, at least in the end. Oh, there's a beholder over here. Should we kill him? And what is he guarding? Anything at all, maybe? Probably nothing, but we do have one of these little guys up here as well. I like leaving them alive whenever I can, because they keep digging. But now that we have those other miners digging for us, and they actually take everything back to their base, I don't really see a whole point in leaving those little dudes alive, because this thing is going to be just dripping, overflowing with resources by the time I get here. Because the other two, I think it took like 14 portals or something for the other two. I mean, that may be exaggerating a bit, but not by much. That, you know, they have so many things in there. It's dirt for the most part, but they have a whole bunch of other resources. We can take these signs down now as well. I should kill this guy at some point, but not going to. Okay, so he's killing that. I wonder how far down this goes. We're probably going to find out here pretty soon, because I do want this coal and this iron, but mainly because I want to look around. I want to do a little bit of exploring at some point. I need my power to go back up, so maybe not just yet, but we do have a lot of work to do up here. We do have tons and tons of this stucco that I recently built, so we can go ahead and do an episode where we actually mess around with the house for a little while. I kind of want to do that, because I haven't done enough of those, and the building aspect of this game is really satisfying. Like, I used to play SimCity all the time, and there's no fighting in that game. It's just building up your city and creating a more efficient roadway system, or upgrading to like subways and bus stops and things of that sort. And I greatly enjoy that kind of gameplay. So I do have it in me, the definite trait to just kind of sit there and do that for hours on end. I think the last one I played was like City XL, and it didn't quite work right for me. Like every time I tried playing it, it would freak out on me, and it just had tons and tons of problems. So I don't know if it was just my computer. I did read reviews that a lot of people had issues like that. I tried playing the new SimCity one when that one came out, but it was one of those, you know, don't even get me started on the fact that it was a stupid, you know, online when it didn't need to be, and people had just horrible times when it first came out, and programmers and you know, reviewers were giving it, you know, just horrible reviews and stuff because they couldn't get in. Like, they pay all this money, they get their computer all set up and they're ready to like live stream and do all this stuff, and it turns out that the servers are just not working. They're overloaded, and it's kind of like, what do you expect? You know, the game just came out. Of course, everybody who wanted to play that game is going to be playing that day at that minute. You're not ready for that? Then why'd you make it where that has to be a necessity? Like, you didn't need to be online for that game to work, except you did because they programmed it into it. And that's that DRM crap that I just really dislike, because it takes away from the experience of the game for no other reason than because they're trying to protect their pocket. And that to me, as a gamer anyways, if I was the guy on the other end, I may have a different point of view on that one. I probably would, just like everybody does when they're on the other side of that. But from the gamer's point of view, oh, that sucks so bad. It's just, it ruins it, and it takes you out of, you know, because, I mean, we kind of fool ourselves as gamers sometimes, or at least I do, where you think the people making the games are just like you, and they're doing it because they love what they do. Yeah, I would imagine a lot of them are probably like that, but I bet you more than anything, they have the same amount of people on it that are in any other field that are just doing it because it pays them very well, and they may be good at it, you know, and so they can make a living, and that's the only reason they do it. I'm not gonna say that is all of them, because I don't know. You know, everybody's different out there, and so there's different oh my God, I cannot speak tonight. Motivations behind what you do. So I don't know, but it just seems like when they do that, it pulls you out of that whole mindset of this is a game that I'm going to enjoy because the people who made it put hours and hours of enjoyment into it, and they themselves would play it, and you know, that to me is like a very special, maybe illusion, I should say, a bond I would you know, normally use the word for, that you have with the programmers, that you're experiencing the story that they took the time to write for you. But in the sense that, you know, when it becomes all about the money, it kind of cheapens it a whole great deal. And like I said, with the SimCity one, from what I heard when it first came out, it did pretty horrible. I don't know if it ever fixed all those issues, and if it did, if it ever recovered from that initial kind of slouch in sales and the reviews that it had. But those are the kind of games that I normally play, like Zeus, and what was there? It was one that I played that was like set in the Japanese era, and you had like silkworm farms and things of that sort. And then of course you had that Cleopatra kind of game, and you know, I played those for a long time. The downside to those are simply that they never came out very much. I think this guy's having a hard time getting up here. I might go ahead and remove this and just add the stairways that go straight up. Do I have enough to build any more ladders? I guess I could. Before I do that though, let's come in here and see if we can build these towers that I've been trying to build for a while now. Yep, we finally have the stuff for it. So let's use these steel bars. How many nails do we have? 20? That should be enough for a while. What about 10 oil? Okay, well we can live with that. Ideally, we would like a few more than that. Planks, not a whole bunch. Weapons. Oh, we got tons of wooden bows because we've upgraded from those, and we didn't sell them. I probably should have recycled them like I normally do, but I'm kind of thankful that I didn't. That way I don't have to waste more resources in making it. So let's do 4 of those. That is going to be cool. Not quite as good as the... I'm going to leave those bridges there because I think I'm going to have to use those up here somewhere. Should I use a bridge, or should I just use a stone floor? I think the stone floor would be ideal because it's a little bit stronger. but I don't think they can fire through the stone floor. Yes, I guess we'll go with the bridge. We'll try it with the bridge and see how well that works. Where should I put it? I'm going to put it over here on the side. I'm going to put it up at least too high. That way the big guys can't hit it, I don't think. And we're going to have to put some scaffolding down. So where's all my scaffolding? Let's take you and you, because I don't need a whole bunch of it. In fact, I only need one. Oh no, these guys are back already? Well, they're dying by my traps, but that means I'm going to have to replace those pretty soon as well. Let's put another one over here as well. I think this is going to be a good spot for it. Again, I don't want to have them too close because they do parachute down and they could cause some damage that way if they land directly on it. So I don't want to give them a big platform to shoot for. And if they do land here, there's not going to be a lot of room. They're going to have to stand physically right on top of it. The only downside that I can think of, the major downside, I guess, there's not one that I can think of, there's a lot of downsides to this plan, is if they destroy the platform, the weapon itself will get destroyed as well. So there's not a whole lot I can do about that. That works for anything that you're talking about. So if they ever do multiplayer on this, and I actually had a viewer ask me if I was going to play during multiplayer when it comes out. I wasn't aware they were coming out with multiplayer, to be honest. I hadn't been keeping up on the news of what they're doing with this game. If they are coming out with that, then yes, I will definitely play multiplayer with you guys. And I will show you guys what it looks like if you're not going to be on. And yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to have a lot of fun with multiplayer because I think that's going to add a new aspect to this game. I don't think we're going to get rid of this game on our Let's Play dailies for some time, because I still have the sandbox to go through. I still have this level to beat, and this level is pretty hard. I imagine we're gonna be on this level for a fair bit of time, looking around and exploring, and I want to see everything that this level has to offer. I did hear some rumors that they might be coming out with another level after this, so depending on how long it takes us to get through this, and then the sandbox and the multiplayer, the next world might already be coming out. So yeah, I think we're gonna be here for a while. I like this game a lot, and because I only play it, every couple of days or every like once a week, I still find it highly enjoyable. I know some of you guys are like, you've been playing this game for like 4 months. Yeah, but it wasn't a solid 4 months. I can burn myself out on these games really quickly if I sit there and do 12 hours in one day and do the next and the next and the next day, and by the time you get to the end of the week, you're like, you put in 60, 70 hours playing a video game, and you beat it all the way to the end, got all the secrets and everything that you can possibly get, and you had a whole bunch of fun, but you're kind of burned out on it. I don't really get to that point because I don't do those long sessions that I used to do because I just don't have the time, and I think that is the key to allowing yourself the ability to not get burned out on something. Let's see, we got advanced cooking. We might as well do a little bit of this because we are running a little bit low on food. Let's do the advanced stove. We're going to need a pot first, okay. Oh, we don't have any iron. Dang it. We did use it all, didn't we? Oh, and there they go. They're making my thing finally. So that is going to be cool. We got 2 of them going on. This is going to be sweet, guys. I can't wait to see how well these work or if they fail completely. For all I know, that is exactly what they're going to do. In fact, there's a good chance that they do because these are not very quick and they don't do very much damage, but they do add a little bit. They do add a little bit, and that little bit could be all that I'm missing to just give myself a little bit more chance at fighting these waves off without losing as many people. At some point, though, we're going to have to really step on the gears and go and try to get our Tesla tower, but we're so far away from it, guys. So far. I mean, look at this. We are right here. We still have all of this before we even get close to the Tesla tower right here. That is a long way off. It may not look like that, but you got to remember it takes a lot of resources to get past some of these levels, and some of them are not particularly useful, for me anyways. Like, the construction is nice. It does give you like doorways and stuff like that, but a lot of the stuff is just for looks. Steel wall. That. We may make a castle out of the steel wall just because it'd be kind of cool to have that almost that steampunk look to it, because we could do something like that. We could do a steampunk look. I think we have enough materials here to kind of give it that feel. Do we? I mean, yeah, I guess we do, kind of. Like, we use the right lights? Like the miner lamps or something, maybe? We need something that creates steam, though. I don't know. I don't know what happens when water hits lava. I've never tried doing that, but maybe we could have it where the water drips into the lava every so often, creates steam, and that's where we do our little steampunk basement down there right next to the lava. I think that would even add some illusion to it that would kind of go with it, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see what we can mess around with on that. I still want to do the underwater bait. Yeah, we have so many things I want to play around with on this that it's not even funny. It's actually kind of frightening that I haven't been able to get to any of it to do it. Let's take this down and we'll put it over here. I guess they should be able to climb up there and at least be able to put this down. I'm hoping. I think they can. I think that's close enough that they can just reach up there and grab on and pull their entire body weight up with their arms alone, because they are just you know, incredibly fit little dwarves who eat and drink like you would not friggin' believe. But then again, they never stop. They're constantly working out while they dig all day long, and the only time they sleep is when they're close to dying. So yeah, I guess they should be incredibly buff because they never stop moving. Their legs should be just wad of like muscle. Like if you ever watched the World's Strongest Man competition, those people, they look normal when they're standing next to each other, and then occasionally you'll see like a camera crew guy being in the background, or one of the reporters will walk up to him and start talking to him. You're like, wow, that guy's like 12 feet tall, huh? Because he's standing next to other people who are all 12 feet tall. So they look perfectly fine, but everybody else just looks like dwarves right next to him because they are just so thin and scrawny, and you're like, whoa, you know, that other guy looks like he is the norm, and you look like there might be something wrong with you. You might need to go see a doctor or something. You know, obviously there's not, but you know, it has that illusion because your eyes are so accustomed to seeing the other way, which I think that is the skin we're using right there, yeah. And I don't know if I'm going to keep the color scheme going the whole way, or if I'm going to change that up and do like half and half, or one color in a certain area and another color in another area, or maybe do little splots, you know, and every so often do something like this to give it a little bit more texture, you know, maybe change it up so that you get different colors in there. I don't know how well that looks. I might just try it, leave it there, and see. That's more like, I would imagine, like Art Deco kind of illusion, like old style with leather chairs and those little pins in them kind of stuff that they would do. I like that. That blends in enough, and if you didn't do too much of it, if you just did it every so often, I think it might be kind of cool. But I don't think I like the gray one. Like, the gray one just doesn't go. It's just too different, you know. It's too dark compared to what's already here. Maybe that's what you need. Or maybe I should use a different style tile in the background, you know, something that is like wood or something, wood grain, or I don't think stone might be too harsh, too big of a change. I don't know. We'll play around with it. It's definitely something to consider, and if you guys have any ideas, definitely leave those down below, because I do want to try out some of those. And some of the ideas that you guys have had have been awesome so far, so I'm greatly enjoying. Did they ever come over here? No, they still haven't come over here to get their stuff. He really, really likes this, and I'm kind of interested to see what he's going to give me in return. I was surprised just how easy it was to get him to be happy now that we can make stuff, you know. I mean, this stuff down here is not hard to make. The lights are pretty cheap. They require a little bit of glass, but that's not too big of a deal. And the columns, I usually have more than enough. I never really use the columns. In fact, I guess we should try to mess around with them, but I never really use the columns, so I don't know if that was supposed to be a thing or not. Like, those are supposed to be really valuable. I'm sure somebody out there is like, oh, I would never give those up. That's could be the case, but it's definitely not with me. I don't really, you know, care too much about those, to be honest. Even for looks alone. Let's see, we need to put some more traps down up here because a few of them are gone. Just a few, just a handful. Let's go ahead and put these down. I think they should have the other one in here. Yeah, they have 3 more in here. Yeah, I think we can keep going with this design. we'll wait. And I may have to make some more of these stone bridges, because I don't think we have any more. Let's see, what did they take besides stone? Nope, just stone. That's simple enough. Let's do 4 of those, so they can make those. And again, the cool thing about this, now that I think about it, the longer I think about it, what I could do is I could put a hatch just right above it. Now I have to put a block down because it has to be a backdrop to it, but I could put a block right behind it and then put the hatch on it, and the hatch would allow me to put or add some protection from above. So if it landed on here, it would still have to defeat the hatch before it could get down here and attack my thing. And it'd still be exposed from the side, but the only ones who could get here on the side would either be archers, and I don't think I've ever seen them have archers, or the gargoyles. And to be frank, if the gargoyles attack, these things probably will get destroyed rather simple, but I don't want to put, you know, something here on the side for these guys to land on and make it even that much easier to do. So yeah, I think we'll put the hatch above it and leave it at that. But we have a wave incoming here, so let's see how well we do. We have 1 down, not quite enough, but we have 1 down. Let's put a portal over here. At least one of these guys can get out there pretty quickly. There we go. Where's he going? No, he's going the long way. You're a little punk, man. You could have gone through the portal. And I put down the portal before you got over here, so you should have had your new little path rerouted, and it should have been perfectly fine. 36%, that's not too bad. Here they come. Oh, come on. Is he going to attack it? No, they're not attacking him. Well, I guess that is an added benefit there. You know, we can go ahead and kill these guys when they float by, but they don't attack. Okay, I'll take it. I'll definitely take that. I could use the eggs every so often. I don't like using the coal for it, to cook food out of it, but, you know, in a pinch, if that's all you got, then that's all you got. And the feathers are always nice because you can make arrows out of that. I believe it was potions as well that use that, so we are going to continue this little pattern going straight down this way. Let's see, how far down do we want? We want 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to make sure that it all looks the right way. And I think 4 is probably a good amount to keep in between, because that gives you a nice little radius for these guys to fall. And I think I'm going to... Oh, there's the gargoyles. How did I know they were about to show up? Kill them! No, 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 get out of there. Actually, you guys can all go home. Go home. Too many guys. Too many guys. Now let's see how well these guys do. No, they're not going to last long at all. Okay, you guys can help out. Kill some of these gargoyles if I can attack them. We're going to lose one. Yeah. They might actually determine what they attack you with based off of what your defenses are. So it may be that they realized I was building these towers and sent flying creatures because they couldn't hit them. Or it could just be random, sheer dumb luck that I managed to get those guys now and not so much on any of the other waves. I mean, we have gotten them here and there, but just not very often. Although, I think I would rather have those gargoyles than the big guys. I mean, now we've only gotten, what, two big guys here instead of the common, like, 12 that we normally get. So, yeah, this is probably still better for us. There we go. And this thing is working up here. It's actually hitting these guys over here. You can see I'm about to kill them. Killed one. Yes, and the traps killed the other one. Okay. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Let's put this back up here. I need to get more scaffolding from somewhere. Or at least make some or something. 'Cause this is not working out the way it is. Okay, we're going to grab some of this. Just one. Let's put this here. Ah, there's more coming. Get out of there. Get out of there. Go down the stairs. Go down the stairs. Aw, come on. What are you doing? I love it how they put it in their hands when they run, you know, like they're just waving it up there, almost like you see in those old-timey movies, because they're afraid that the gunpowder will fall out of the barrel if they turn it down like they do with modern guns, and that's why they're always holding it up towards the sky, because that stuff is packed in there a little bit, but you know, it could come out if you're running pretty hard. So that is kind of the oh, wait, they dug in here? Holy crap, they dug in? Oh, he's up, guys. What is going to happen? What is he going to give me? I kind of hate coming over here now that my guys are getting attacked, but I think they should be fine. No! big, ugly man. Actually, he's not that bad looking. He's actually kind of wise with the little goatee that looks like roots, actually. So maybe he's a rock tree creature with crystals embedded inside of him? Oh, look at that. You got trees out of it. Oh, and he turned some of it back to stone instead of all... Oh, that is cool. So you can reverse it. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's... What should we give him now? Kind of want to give him the same stuff, but maybe change it up because he might be unhappy if you give him the same stuff. What did we give him last time? Were they these or these? I think they were these. So we'll give him something else this time. We'll give him some of these lights. Unable to build lamp here. Let's put these down. Okay, so he's happy with that. We could give him some more because it's silver. So let's give him some more black columns because he really did like those quite a bit. No, it's freezing. Come on. Well, I think silver is the best we're gonna get. Unless that's blue, but that looks like silver to me. That doesn't look like blue. And we had blue on the last one. We're gonna lose our little guys, but that's alright. It's we gotta come over here and get these resources, so I think we're gonna do that on the next episode. Oh, this is perfect. Kill him! He's been sitting down here for a long time. And if we can wait and let this guy die at the same time this guy's gonna be here, he can just continue to fire without ever moving. And that is gonna be pretty cool, because if he has to move, he may never get back into this position ever again. Because that's not an easy position to be in. I've tried getting him into that position, and they don't seem to work very well. Right around the edge, kind of going there. All these mage guys have been doing really well on the last few episodes. They have been managing to really hold their own and get into some really nice positions for that dragon fight and for this fight over here. So it's kind of cool. I like that. Oh, we lost this one over here too. Dang it, we lost both of them on that last fight. This may not work. Let's try it one more time. We'll put these things down. They did cost a fair bit of resources, but we weren't quite done yet. See, yeah, they climbed up here to get in. This isn't gonna work. Let's cover them up. Yeah, let's just cover them up and see if we can give them some protection. We need a few more of these. Actually, let's do, yeah, 5, 6 of them. Okay, 7. What do we need for these? More stone. Do a few of those. What about this? A few stone as well. We'll go ahead and give him some of those next time as well. We could do a few more ladders. Yeah, let's do a few more ladders. Do we have a place for the ladders? Yes, we do. And the reason I'm doing the ladders is just so I can get some of my scaffolding back finally. I'll put the ladders down over here, and then I won't have to worry about my dwarves falling down all the time. Let's grab this and put the ladder right here and right there. Yeah, that's going to work out. And we will take that. Actually, we need to put that back, and we can take this down. I don't know. I don't know if I like the look of these things, because it's so subtle. When my eye goes over it, I'm like, what's wrong? Oh, and then I'm like, okay, that's what it is. And then I'm like, should I change that back? So it may be too close. I may have to use like glass windows or something to throw in some different looks in there. I've tried that before, and they seem to be doing fairly well with it. You can do an entire row of square windows up here. I think somebody had the idea for it. It might have been Tamara that had the idea to do that. Almost like an old warehouse factory has that row at the very top. So we may try that. Although windows are incredibly expensive to make, in the sense that they require a lot of resources to do it. Let's see, where are they? Right here. They require the wood, and they require glass, and glass is kind of difficult to make it sometimes, and wood is not the easiest thing to make as well. And we actually just finished that tech tree. What did we get out of that? Ooh, more advanced decorating. What do we get? Interior doors. Finally, we can make some of those if we had wood, but we don't. Barrels, on the other hand, you're going to need a lot of if you're going to make beer, and we make tons and tons of beer when we finally get to that stage. So I think I'm going to level this entire thing up by making those barrels alone. But we can make some of this before we go. We'll do some glass and some dyes. Dyes are not very easy to make either. They're kind of costly, and they take a long time because every step of the way has to be made. So let's do a few of these. This should be fine, right? Glass vases or vases. 2 comfort. It's not too bad. We'll put them down here. What about food? How are you guys doing on food? We can give them a little bit more. They're probably going to be very, very sick of this fish stew. I've tried to give them a nice, very diet on this level, because on the last levels, at some point, I promised them that I wouldn't give them the food that I've been jamming down their throat the whole game, whether it was like coconuts or things of that sort, because I had literally been giving them the same food, you know, from like the whole time they were playing, and I felt really bad about that. It's just kind of silly to feel bad, because, you know, the dwarves, they don't care, but I did, you know, like I didn't want them to be eating the same thing. I've done that before. I used to eat popcorn all the time as a kid, because my parents grew up, or I grew up at the movie theater because my parents owned one, and drive-in and then movie theater, and so I was around popcorn all the time, and I could have as much as I wanted, and it's cheap, it didn't cost anything. And so I would sit there and eat that crap, and at some point it turned to just not hatred for it, but it actually turns my stomach down when I smell popcorn, just because of all the times that I ate that. And yeah, I don't want to do it to them, because I know what that's like. House complete. Yeah, they finished that pretty quickly. Nice. Okay, guys, well, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below. You guys know that I love hearing back from you, and the weird and zany ideas that you guys come up with. Again, guys, I will catch you next time.